Good morning, CBC. Hopefully you're having a great Monday. We're off with another week of Bible reading. If you'd like these readings delivered to your email inbox, you can sign up for them at findcommunity.com/Bible reading. This week, we're going to be looking at the rhythm of service and how serving others can help us build a resilient faith. And the thing about service is that it doesn't start with us, and that's actually what we're going to see in our passage this morning, because the idea of service begins with God, that we have this all-powerful God who can do anything, yet he still chooses to serve us. And that's what we're going to see in our passage this morning, which comes out of Psalm 68. So let's take a look at that. May God arise, may his enemies be scattered, may his foes flee before him. May you blow them away like smoke, as wax melts before the fire. May the wicked perish before God. May the righteous be glad and rejoice before God. May they be happy and joyful. Sing to God, sing in praise of his name, extol him who rides on the clouds. Rejoice before him, his name is the Lord. A father to the fatherless, a defender of widows, is God in his holy dwelling. God sets the lonely in families, he leads out the prisoners with singing, but the rebellious live in a sun-scorched land. When you, O God, went out before your people, when you marched through the wilderness, the earth shook, the heavens poured down rain. Before God, the one of Sinai, before God, the God of Israel. You gave abundant showers, O God. You refresh your weary inheritance. So in the psalmist, it's written by David. The first four verses, they talk about how great and amazing God is. Look at the things that it says about God, that God scatters his enemies, that they flee before him, that he blows them away like smoke and they melt like wax. And we're told that the God we worship, he's the one who rides on clouds. We're given this very powerful image of the God that we serve, of this God who's out there, who created everything, he's just all powerful. This is the image of God that we see. It brings up images of the Ark of the Covenant going before the nation of Israel as they would go to battle. And God would be present. He would conquer enemies and defeat armies. That is how powerful this God is. It kind of makes me think of the movie The Lion King, when the hyenas say Mufasa, they say Mufasa, whoo, they say it again. It's the same way with Yahweh, like, whoo, say it again. Yahweh, whoo, say it again. Like, it's this powerful name of God. It's this powerful God that exists, that enacts, that is so powerful in all that he does. That is who our God is, and we see that in these first four verses. But then the tone of the psalm shifts a little bit. Instead of being told about this all-powerful God who conquers enemies and gets rid of foes, we're told of this very personal God, this nurturing God who takes care of those who need it most. He serves the fatherless by being their father. He takes care of widows. He sets the lonely into families. He sets prisoners free, and he pours out refreshing showers on everybody. So we have this all-powerful God, but here he comes down in these tender moments and he serves people. He puts their needs above his own. He takes care of them. God sets the example of what it means to serve. We use whatever we can. We do whatever we can to serve the people around us. And for most of us, those around us, the people closest to us, have been the people we live with, family, friends, maybe some roommates, or maybe you're spending time with the people you're closest to. If you live by yourself, we've had 8 weeks of serving the people that we live with, the people to whom we're closest. And you know what? It's not always easy. It's not always easy to look at the people you live with and think, man, how can I serve you today? I mean, I did it yesterday. I did it the day before that. I did it the day before that. And sometimes you just kind of get weary in serving those around us. Being cooped up inside, not really going anywhere, perhaps seeing dishes pile up in the sink, laundry pile up all over the house, toys everywhere. It's tough to want to keep serving those around us. But even when it's tough, we need to follow the example of God, who, in spite of the fact that he is all powerful and over the entire universe, he still serves us. So for me, that means serving our 4-year-old daughter and playing Barbies or My Little Ponies with her when she asks and when I'm able. It means serving my wife, because Alicia, she's stuck inside all day with our crazy 4-year-old, just running around all the time. She can't go to the playground. She can't get all that energy out. So A lot of times that means serving Alicia in any way that I can, whether it's making dinner or cleaning the dishes. As you can see, our kitchen is clean right now. That doesn't always happen, but I knew I was gonna record this video. So maybe just cleaning the kitchen. There's lots of ways that we can serve people. I try to make dinner on some nights. There's lots of ways that we can serve those around us. The challenge is, the challenge it's always been in serving, is are we gonna think about somebody else before we think of ourselves? When we wake up, when we have that opportunity, when we have that moment, are we going to think of another person first and serve them, or are we just going to be self-serving and serve ourselves? Can we stop long enough to humble ourselves and think of somebody? Can we stop long enough to think, what could I do to make that person's life a little bit easier? We have to decide, because it takes sacrifice, it takes time, it takes energy to serve the needs of others. I've been encouraged by one of my good friends. He just lives by himself, but he's been baking, and so he baked muffins and he brought them over to us. He's been posting videos of making dinner and having his sister come over. So there's lots of ways that we can do this. But it really starts with the recognition that God is the one who first served us. In spite of his all-powerful nature, the fact that he can do anything, he still serves us. And so when we're tempted to be a little selfish, when we're tempted not to serve, whether in this season or when church is back open, there's opportunities to serve at church, are going to follow God's example and serve those around us. Hope you have a great day. Hope you find some opportunities maybe to serve somebody to whom you're close, and maybe just place their needs above your own and think about them before you think about yourself. Thank you so much for checking this out. We will talk to you tomorrow.